Hi there, my name is Dimitris Charalambidis, and in this short video, I think, we will start exploring transformations, graph transformation. This video will be an introductory video on the whole concept of transformation, in which we will need to learn some that I call, they are not exactly rules, but I call them this way. So let's begin by writing a proper title, Transformations. Introduction. The key concept behind this, the concept is that we will learn, not that, let me erase that. We will learn how some changes into a function's notation can affect the function's graph. First of all, let me clarify here that by changes, we mostly mean addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So this is the key concept behind transformations. We need to see how, when adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing something, a number or whatever, into a function's notation, that can affect the function's graph. There are some rules / notes that we will keep following. First of all, note number 1. When we have y equals f of x, the x is called input. Similarly, when we have y equals f of x, the entire f of x is called output. And why do we need this? We need that for the second note. Every change occurring in the input is characterized as a horizontal one. Every change occurring in the output is characterized as a vertical one. Note number 3. If we add or subtract, then we call that a translation. If we multiply or divide, we call that a dilation. The characteristic of a translation is a copy-paste. What do I mean by that? That the graph keeps its shape. It simply moves in a different place. By dilation, the graph changes its shape. And finally, it's not exactly a note, but we should know that the big family of transformations can be split into translations dilations, and finally we have reflections, and we will learn all three of these categories. So once again, remember, any change that occurs in the input inside the bracket is characterized by horizontal, while when it's done in the entire f of x is characterized by the vertical. If you see addition or subtraction, then we should call that a translation. But if you see multiplication or dilation or division, you should call that a dilation. Let's work on some exercises so that we learn how to characterize them at first. And we begin by f of x to f of x plus 5. Let's see what can we tell. First of all, we see that the change occurred in output. Which means that this makes it a vertical. What kind of change was that? It was an addition. The addition characterizes that as a translation. So overall, in this example, we would have called that a vertical translation. Don't worry about 5, about the interpretation of 5. We'll see that in the next video. For now, we just want to be able to determine them, to describe them. Let's move in the second one. From f of x, we move to 3 f of x. Again, here we see that the change occurred to the entire f of x. So once again, it should be a vertical because it was applied in the output, but this time we had a multiplication, which means that the multiplication can be described by a dilation. So this would have been expressed as a vertical dilation. Next, from f of x to f of x minus 5. Here we can see that the change occurred in the input. Input means horizontal. What type of change was that? Subtraction. Subtraction leads to translation. So this is characterized as a horizontal translation. Next, from f of x, we go to f of 3 of x. Once again, we had a change that was applied just in the input. So the input makes it a horizontal. But with regards to the specific change, that was a multiplication. The multiplication is characterized as a dilation. So here we have a horizontal dilation. Of course, we're not ready yet, but you should know, at least even from now, that we can have more than one transformations. We can have as many as transformations as we want on a graph, okay? And we will see in one of my next videos that the order in which we describe this series of transformations, although not always, but definitely plays a role. But we will see everything in details in another video. For now, I want you to keep these simple rules. Input, it's horizontal. Output, it's vertical. Addition, subtraction, it's translation. Multiplication, division, it's dilation. That's all. Shall you have any questions? Please feel free to leave them below the video. As always, thank you for your time.